Hey, obliques. Hello, everybody. Nice to see you. Now, poor Julie has cracked her rib in a car crash. You know my friend Julie that's usually here? So, poor thing, she'll be out for a few weeks. So, she was yeah, she got quite a bit because somebody went into the back of them. Anyway, before we do anything else, let's check that alignment. Feet hip distance apart. Second and third toes facing forward. Soften the knees. Take a look down. Make sure the knees are in line with the second and third toes. Tailbone tipping backwards. So it's actually pointing down towards the heels. Grow nice and tall through the spine. Shoulders away from the ears. Let's tell our bodies that we're not stressed. Nice and long through the neck. Imagine my hands on top of the head. And you're growing nice and tall. Come on, we're going to do a couple of deep breaths and we're going to have a good stretch. You're going to breathe in. And we're going to reach up, take your gaze towards your fingertips, so you're working into the neck. As you exhale, spread those fingers nice and wide, and let's go again. I hope you all had a good day. Oh, it seems to have been a long week. It's not Tuesday. Exhale. Okay, now I want you to be silly for a few moments. I want you to march, but I want you to imagine you're a 5-year-old. So you remember kids around the playground, literally swinging your arms really loosely. So, you know, when we do it, sometimes it's all very precise. I just want you to swing and march. Lots of movement throughout the body. Just going to warm everything up. It's a bit silly. It's a bit of fun. You can go around the room if you want. Or you can do what most kids do. Don't mind. Keep going. Swing those arms a little bit more. Raise the knees up. Warming you up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Lovely. Okay, hands onto the shoulders. Warming up through the shoulders. Nice shoulder circles, elbow circles to start with. Watch that posture, tailbone pointing down towards the heels. Relax through the neck. Ooh. Nice bit of crunching going on here. Okay, think about what's happening when you do this. You're raising the shoulder girdle, squeezing the shoulder blades together, depressing and flaring as the elbows come forward. Nice simple move. And if you can change direction, keep those knees nice and soft and that tailbone pointing down toward the floor. Got my core switched on a little bit just to stabilize through the hips. 2 more circles. And the last one, lovely. Okay, arms facing forward. Hands, palms facing inwards, shoulder height, straight into bow and arrow arms. I'm doing lots of rotation today, so rotation really good for your digestive system. If you do have any issues, reach away with the fingertips, reach away with the elbow. Make sure the hands, elbows and shoulders are all at the same height. And when you're ready, you're going to raise one knee, rotate towards that bent leg, and change sides. Remember, keep those hips nice and level. If you want to, you can come straight into that knee raise. Can reach away with the fingertips. Hips nice and level. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, moving down the body, straight into drawn to Volta. Opposite arm to leg, extending away. Hand onto the hip if you want to. I had some young people in the class on Sunday. They were looking at me like I've gone mad when I said John Travolta. Okay, opposite hand to knee and away. Now, if you can, raise that top leg. Make sure you soften the supporting leg. So we're switching on the core, using the core. That can you feel we're working into that nice rotation through the spine, using the obliques, lower abs. Don't forget to breathe. 5 more. So head and chest stays up, knees coming across the body. 3, 2, and 1, and release. Change sides. Raise this top leg if you can. Across. Slowly away. Soften that supporting leg. Spread the toes to help you balance. Draw up through the pelvic floor. 5 more. 4, 3, keep smiling. 2, and 1, and release. Okay, straight into, we're going to take a step back, raise the arms up, drop the back knee down, come back to your starting position, change legs. So stepping back, oops, the daisy, back knees coming down, and back to standing. Now just remember, although your feet are on a train track, not on a balance beam, or you will wobble. You might find one side much easier than the other. Try and take them slowly. Raising the arms as well, so working into the shoulders. Last 3, and I want you to stay down on the last one. And turn around, and the last one, reaching up. So as you reach up with the arms, extend the legs. As you bring the knee down towards the mat, I want you to rotate towards the bent leg if you can. And then reach away, extend the legs. Elbows nice and wide, opening out through the chest. Three more. 2, and some of my classes don't like these. And 1. Change legs. I turned the heating on when I came over the flat, but now I'm cooking. Change legs. Take that 1 foot back, although you're on a train track. Nice and tall through the spine. It's the back knee that's coming down. Send the arm up above the head. Hold that position, and when you're ready, rotate and then reach away. And keep the elbows at shoulder height, opening out through the chest. Nice and slowly, 3 more. 2, and 1, and release. Okay, give those legs a bit of a shake. You know, a nice stretch along the obliques. We haven't done this one for ages actually. I want you, as if you're going to curtsy, so take your left leg behind, still stay on the same side. Soften the knees. Reach up with the left arm and coming up and over. Take your right hand around your left wrist. So you're actually gently pulling up and over. Feel that stretch. Hold it there. Take a breath in. And as you exhale and relax, soften the knees a little bit more and come up and over a little bit more. Hold it there. And slowly release. Change sides. Right foot comes behind into that curtsy position. Right arm up and over. Left hand goes around the right wrist. Just gently pulling up and over. Hold it there. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, come into a deeper squat. Reach up and over. And then slowly release. Okay, a little bit of balance. Oh, you love your balance. I know you do. I want you to raise your left knee up. Soften the supporting leg. So you can, if you're a bit wobbly today, you can stay here, or you can tip forward, taking the leg back. I'd say arabesque, but it's a bit of an aeroplane actually. Maybe aeroplane. Slowly back. Raising that knee up. And back. You can hold on to something if you need to, or don't take it as far, or literally just tapping forwards and back. Or the full move is the full arabesque. More on this leg. Soften this supporting leg, draw up through the pelvic floor, engage in the core. Legs on one spot. Slowly release. Change legs. I can't hear any bashing or falling over, so hopefully everything's okay. Raising that knee. Slowly taking it back. Slowly coming back. Raise. So we're looking for control. Full body movement. And the last one. And release. Okay, a few minutes into roll down. It's amazing if you just slightly don't concentrate, you're off. Okay, top of your mat, check that alignment before you start. Keep putting yourself back in that good alignment position, shoulders away from the ears, soften the knees. We're going to do roll down into plank and then onto all fours. Two full roll downs, one half. So use that breath to recruit the core, relax the tummy, relax the pelvic floor. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, draw up through the pelvic floor, and the chin comes to the chest. Peel the vertebrae up the spine, one vertebrae at a time, relax through the arms. Weight to the hips behind the heels. All the way forward, forward stitch there. So curl as far as you can, relax through the arms, and then the tummy buttons come into the thighs, fingertips towards the floor, top of the head towards the floor. Hold it there, take a breath in, and as you breathe out, reconnect with that core again to reset the spine. Again, relaxing through the arms, head is the last thing to come up. Let's go again, breath in. Breathe out, chin to chest. Really exaggerate that, feel that stretch into the neck. Curling the spine as much as you can, get as much mobility through the spine as you can. Right into that forward fold position. Now if you can extend take the tailbone up towards the ceiling a little bit more, feel that extra stretch. Top of the head towards the mat. Again, nice decompression through the neck. Breath in. Exhale, reconnect with the core, keep the hips nice and level, the knees level. Move back up to standing. This is the one where you should feel a bit taller. Last time, breath in. Breathe out, chin to chest. That lovely forward fold. So we're working into the hamstrings, working into the hips. So worked into the spine on the way down. Hold it there. Now, very slowly, I want you to walk out to plank position. Keep the hips as still as you can. Small movements with the hands. As you come into plank, shoulders over the wrists, shoulders, hips, and feet are all in line. Push through those hands. Your gaze should be just in front of your fingertips. And I want you to just hold it there. Just for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly lower those knees towards the mat. Onto all fours. I'm just going to jiggle around a little bit. Okay, check your alignment. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees hip distance apart and hands shoulder width apart. Straight into our sad cat, happy cat. Take a breath in and into your sad cat. Somebody the other day told me they thought they had died. So bad at these. And as you exhale, chest comes down towards the mat, push through the hands, head comes forward and upwards. And again, breathing in. Inflate the lungs as you're coming up towards the ceiling. And exhale. Again, think about head forwards and upwards so you're not crunching through the neck. That chest down. And again, breathing in, inflate the lungs, separate the vertebrae, walking that head down, think about curling from the bottom of the spine up to the top. And exhale. Now, stay in your happy cat. I want you to take your tailbone back towards your heels in your happy cat. Okay, as soon as it touches down, curl up in your sad cat. Be back onto your all fours, into your happy cat. Tailbone comes back. So you're working into the hips. Feel that bit more movement into the hips and the lower back, into your side cat. Happy cat. Tailbone back. Last time, side cat. And all the way up into your can't be bothered cat, neutral. That's okay. And give your tail a bit of a wag. We need to name for that one, don't we? Can't be asked cat. Not sure. Give it a nice shape. Okay, very gently coming back to all fours. We're coming straight into bird dog. What I want you to do is think about the arm and the leg and foot going across the mat, so sliding out first before you raise up. Because if you go from here to here, it's all the big muscles that are working, and we're after those small, deep core muscles. So when you're ready, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, opposite hand to foot, sliding along the mat, and then raising up very slowly, reach over the fingertips, reach over the toes, foot flat on the mat at the back, hips level, facing the mat, slowly coming back to all fours. Change legs, opposite arm to leg, the weight stays in the middle, don't shift the weight from side to side. Reaching away, if you feel anything in your lower back, don't raise the legs up high, slowly back to all fours. Change sides, opposite hand to leg. Nice and slowly. So we're strengthening the back line, strengthening the core, working into the hips and into the shoulders. And again. And we're working on that wrist strength as well. And again, one more each side. Push through that supporting hand, so you just sink into that supporting shoulder. Stay connected. Change sides slowly. Pause. And again, I want you to stay there in this bird dog. Hold that position. Raise the back foot off the floor and just balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly back to all fours. And if you're all on mute, well, there's no crashes. Out to bird dog. Change sides. Hold that bird dog position first. Push through that supporting hand. Engage the core. Raise the back foot off the floor and hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the foot. Back to all fours. Okay. We're still in bird dog. This time we're coming out to bird dog. Hold it there. Then coming off centre with the arm and the leg. Around as you can without shifting that weight. Slowly back into bird dog. Onto all fours. Change side. Opposite arm to leg. Hold that position. Taking it out at an angle. Back to bird dog. And slowly lower. Okay, we're going to put those two things together. If you can, if not, stick a slightly lower level out to bird dog. So you're either here. If you can, raise that foot off the floor. And the full move is foot off the floor and take the arm and leg out to the side. Back to bird dog. Foot down. Back to all fours. Just one more of those. Opposite arm to leg. Hold that position first. Raise the foot out to an angle, back to bird dog, foot down, on all fours, and come sit on your side, and just come off your wrists for a moment. You're going to come onto your elbows. But you've gone for a cup of tea, haven't you? God, I love this. Okay, so onto your elbow, shoulder over the elbow. Now, there's not exact science in the positioning for this one. If I just show what we're going to do, taking it down a little bit of a level, we're going to raise the hips off the mat and lower. Now, in a perfect world, your knees, hips, and your elbows will be in line. I, for one, struggle in this position with my lower back, so it might be that there's a little bit of a dish shape here. Feet are stacked anyway. So when you're ready, I mean, if you need your hands forward, you can have your hands forward, but what I want you to do is raise those hips off the floor, slowly lower. Try not to touch the hips down, so it's a squeeze and a lower. So we're shortening here. Five more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, stay on the elbow. Extend the top arm away, extend the top leg away. Again, stay connected with the shoulders. It's quite easy to relax, but that's when we'll get injured. So stay connected here, reach away. And we're coming into that crunch. So it's elbow to knee, but it's not, they're not forward, open as wide as you can, and then reach away. You can do this in side plank, you can do it in full plank, or if you're struggling with your shoulder, you can come all the way down to the mat and do exactly the same thing. Obviously, we're not strengthening through the shoulder if we're here, but whatever works for you today is absolutely fine. Reach away. Slowly. Squeeze. Keep going. Try in different positions. 5 more. 3, 2, and 1, and release. Extend that top leg, hand to the head, open out through the chest, raise that elbow up, and you're going to rotate down towards the mat and slowly up. So this is the lower level, but it's doing the same job. If you want to, you can come up into side plank and do the same thing, or you can come up into full plank. Back if you're here. Do you feel that rotation through the spine? Feel the obliques working to help you rotate. I feel it working into my shoulders as well. And out through the chest. 5 more. Last 3. 2. And 1. Okay, slowly push yourselves up to sitting. Feet together, drop the knees out to the side, little stretch while we come to the other side, hands onto the feet. Drop those knees down if you can. Drop the head down, relax through the neck and gently pulling forward. And at the same time, if you get your elbows, you should be able to push your legs down as you're pulling forward. So we're working into those hips. So it's a nice stretch. Feel it into the lower back as well. Nice release through the neck. Ooh. And release. Come down onto the other side. So starting again. Okay, so into those hip raises. So you can either be on your elbow or you can be on your wrist. See how you're feeling. So and extend the body out, bending knees. I'm going to raise this bottom hip off the floor. Stay connected with the shoulder. Up and low. Oh, it's easier this side. Try and keep the hips off the floor. 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, extend the top leg, get the top arm up and over, getting a lovely stretch, and then it's into a crunch. Elbow to knee, keeping them both wide, so we're not here, and then extend away again. So as you extend away, raise that underneath waist. Come up into side plank if you want. Just stay here. Crunching, and we're after a nice waist. I remember having those. Reach away. 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, extend that top leg away, hand to the side of the head, open out through the chest so the elbows going back, rotating, taking the elbow towards the floor, Lovely mobility through the spine, through the upper back. Definitely an area I need to improve. Not sure if you feel the same. As I said, rotation good for the digestive system. And 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Slowly push yourselves up onto your bottom. Extend the leg away. Ooh. Okay, nice little stretch before we come down onto the mat. So raise the arms up above the head. Now, if you struggle in this position, lost her.
Have we lost Michelle?
Yeah. How bizarre. Do we leave and try and rejoin?
No, she should be able to rejoin this meeting.
Oh, should she? Okay.
Yeah, it's still recording.
That's really bizarre, isn't it?
That's never happened before, has it?
No.
Well,
See, it said something on the. I hope she's realised.
again, my battery's getting low.
Are you calling her?
No, I wasn't calling her. She'll see that we are no longer there, I think. Or she's not. She'll know if she's, well, hopefully.
I'll ring her.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. No worries, bye. I didn't hear what she said, but something about she'll be back in 2 minutes.
Oh. It was freezing on her anyway.
Oh,
My Wi-Fi's terrible.
here we go. No, somebody else. Oh,
hi.
There she is. Hi.
What that is, but all the must have been a power cut, lights and everything went out, and it was connected to the
Wi-Fi.
oh right. Gorgeous. I'm back. I'm sorry about that. It all sort of died. Okay. Sorry about that. Technology's but all the lights just went. Sit with the legs extended on the bony part of your bottom. I want you to raise your arms up above your chest. If you struggle in this position, bring your feet onto the mat. What we do is take the arms behind you, so open out through the chest. Hands come down towards the mat and then reaching forwards towards the toes, so the legs are extended here, and then slowly drawing them back. Open out through the chest, arms come back, sitting nice and tall, and again, open out, reaching forwards. We're not doing loads of these. Slowly back, open out through the chest. One more. Open out, hands to the mat, reaching forward towards the toes, to the roots come towards the thighs. Slowly back, open out, and release. Okay, feet towards the bottom, hands behind the thighs. Onto the bony part of your bottom, sitting bones. Now we're going to seek her back. Chin away from the chest, it's towards the chest, but imagine you've got an orange there, slowly coming up, back up onto the sitting bones, and again, you're curling back. Now you can start to do this without your hands if you want to. Or you keep your hands there, highly up to you. Couple more. We're warming up those lower abs. And the last one. Nice and slowly. Okay, now we're going to put some rotation into it. So we're going to sweep. Keeping both sitting bones on the mat. Sitting nice and tall, change sides. You thought you got away with it then, didn't you? like you're like, oh, thank goodness for that. Give me a rest. Slowly. Make sure you come back to that position, shoulders away from the ears. Take your gaze towards the hand that's sweeping back. And up. One more each side. And the last one. And all the way up. Okay, from here, I want you to come all the way down to the mat. So extend the legs into a full body stretch as slowly as you can. All the way down to the mat. 4, slow, slow, slow. Arms are coming up and over the head. Reach over the fingertips, reach over the toes. And just enjoy that stretch. So guys, see how tall you can go. 4, and slowly relax. One foot towards your bottom, bring the second one to join it. Hands onto the tummy, we're coming straight into clock before we come up to bridge. Shoulders away from the ears, shoulder blades level on the mat, hips level on the mat. Feet, knees and hips are all in line. And when you're ready, you're going to roll that imaginary marble towards 12 o'clock, the tummy button, and then roll it away towards 6 o'clock, the pubic bone. I'm looking for is a nice flowing movement, lots of control. Keep the knees still, just working into the pelvis. Slowly back. Just check that they're moving, they're level. I have one that seems to go a little bit quicker than the other one. Okay, now balance the marble in the middle of the clock face and then roll the marble from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock. So keeping those knees still. Aiming to lift one butt cheek off the mat at a time. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, balance that marble in the middle. Now roll the marble towards 12 o'clock, the tummy button, and then all the way around the imaginary clock face. So it's circular motion with the hips, trying to hit every number that you can. Shoulders away from the ears. Quite easy to tense up when you're concentrating on this move. Next time you're at 12 o'clock, change direction. Last circle. And then come all the way back, balancing that marble in the middle of the clock face, so you're in that nice natural spine position. Should be a gap between your back and the mat. Firmly plant those feet on the mat. Try and get the feet close to the bottom if you can. Now I want you to put your hands onto your hips as we come into this bridge. Now use your breath, so relax the tummy muscles, relax the pelvic floor. As you take a breath in and then exhale, tip that pelvis towards 12 o'clock. Slowly peel the spine off the mat, squeeze the glutes, push through the heels, raise the hips up towards the ceiling. Now with your hands at the hips, you can check whether the hips are level. Any discomfort in the neck, drop the chest down and then slowly coming all the way back down to the mat. So we're strengthening the back line, stabilizing through the shoulders and through the hips. And again, breath in, breathe out, tipping that pelvis, peeling the spine up one vertebrae at a time, all the way up, squeeze the glutes, and slowly all the way. For 3 more of these. Each time is trying to get the hips a little bit higher. Checking that they're level, push through the heels. backing into the glutes. Nice spine mobilization as well. 2 more, and the last one I want you to stay up in that bridge position. And the last time. Roll in that pelvis, pushing the heels, feeling that spine up into that nice strong bridge position, hold it there. Now, you're going to drop the left hip towards the mat, and it's the outside of the hip, so release the glute on the left-hand side, slowly dropping the hip, trying to get to the outside of the hip, squeeze them both, so you're leveling them off back to that bridge, and then dropping the right hip down, and then leveling off. Sometimes hands helps with your hands on your hips just to connect. Make sure you level those hips off in the middle when you're in that bridge. Really working the obliques. 5 more. 4. 3. 2. 1. Back into that bridge, slowly all the way down. Bring one knee into chest and bring the second one to join it and gently rock from side to side. Flex your feet as well in this position. Ooh. Okay, take your hands behind your thighs, open the knees wider, and if you can, open the legs, extend the legs. Don't have to be very straight, but feel a stretch into the hamstrings and gently rock from side to side. We'll soften the knees a little bit. It's called rocking like a baby. You can hold on to your ankles and do this as well. Not attractive, but lovely stretch. And then slowly come back to the center, one foot down to the mat and the second one to join it. So on your tiptoes, ankles together, knees together, arms out nice and wide. Relax through the neck, nice and long through the neck. Okay, now drop your 2 knees to one side, to the left, but your feet and your knees are together, slightly different to what we usually do. Now using your core, take the knees up and over to the other side. Head and shoulders stay on the mat. You're in control, so you're not flopping, you're controlling the lowering of your knees down towards the mat. So we'll take it up to level. And some good rotation. Still breathing. 3. 2. And 1. And back to the center. Okay, take one foot up to 90 degrees. Take the second one to join it. Hips are nice and level on the mat. Knees over the hips, arms nice and wide. Exactly the same thing here. 2 knees come to the side, head and shoulders stay on, but one butt cheek comes off as you lower the knees towards the floor. Now, if you struggle in this position or if you feel it in your lower back, just slightly take it off center. You don't have to take it too far. But you'll feel the obliques and the abdominals working really hard. Relax through the neck. Try not to grip with your toes too much. That's what I find. Over point the toes. Change sides. Four more of these. Relax through that neck. Use that breath so you exhale on the exertion, going up through the pelvic floor so you engage in the core. Last 2. Last 1.
slowly back to the centre, 1 foot down, and extend the other leg up towards the ceiling and hands behind the thigh. Okay, now draw that knee towards your chest, shoulders away from the ears. Slowly draw that knee and feel that great stretch into the hamstrings. Hold it there. I want you to point and flex the toes. Each time drawing that knee closer to the chest. And slowly relax, change the knee to the chest, extend the leg up towards the ceiling, hold it there. When you're ready, flex and point, flex and point. Three, 2, and 1, and relax. Okay, float those arms above your chest, fingertips towards the ceiling, and I just want you to make circles with the wrists, with the hands. Relax through the neck. Change direction. And release. Fingertips towards the ceiling, palms facing inwards, straight into our shoulder shrug. So shoulder blades coming off the mat and dropping them back onto the mat. So release through the neck. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, take those arms into cactus arms as we started with. So taking nice and wide through the chest, tailbone pointing down towards the heels. Now bring the elbows into the waist, so the arms are floating just off the floor, and then extending away, keeping the back of the rib cage on the mat and nice and long through the neck. And again, taking the arms nice and wide, floating around, the elbows are coming into the waist, on cactus, past cactus position, and then extending the arms away. Feel that working into the chest. 2 more. And the last one. And then slowly relax through the arms. Take them onto the tummy or onto the mat. Shoulders away from the ears. Find a nice comfortable position on the mat. And we're just going to switch our focus from movement and starting to soften the breath. Thinking about how the body feels and how we feel. We just slow things down. Breathing in through the nose, nice deep breath, pushing the air down. So if you're pushing it down to pubic bone, so you can feel the tummy expand. And then gently exhale. So don't force the air through the mouth, just gently exhale. And as you do, just begin to relax and lengthen the muscles that you've been using. Check that you're relaxed through the jaw, relaxed through the facial muscles. Just check your own body to find out where you're holding the tension. And either touch that area if you can reach, but really focus on that particular area. And use that breath to switch those muscles off. So on the exhale, we're lengthening, softening the muscles. You feel nice and heavy on the mat, but you're supported by the mat. That rib cage, you expand the rib cage, really pressing into the mat at the back and filling that space between your body and your arms. rib cage comes wide. Closing eyes. Slowing things down, slowing the heart rate, rebalancing the hormones. So taking a moment for yourselves. So get that nice tingly sensation in your body. Enjoy the fact that you've worked hard. Allow the mind to wander. If any unwanted thoughts come into your head, acknowledge them, release them. Focus back on your breath. Good thing to do if ever you're feeling anxious. Deep breath in through the nose and very gently out through the mouth. Counting also helps. A couple of quiet minutes to yourself before our final stretch. Deep breath in. 4, 3, 2, 1, and out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and in. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and very slowly in your own time, I want you to grow onto your sides and then all the way over to all fours, but really slowly. You might feel a little bit dizzy. You've been on the floor for a while, as we've been on the floor for a while. Come onto all fours. Pelvic comes under, very gently raising up to down dog. So a nice, slow, gentle down dog. You should pedal out the feet, so you're getting a good stretch through the hamstring. Very slowly. Four, 3, 2, and 1. 2 heels towards the mat. Slowly walk your hands towards your feet, so you're in that forward fold position. Take your hands onto your thighs above your knees. Very slowly curl the spine up, up, and come up to standing. Oh, okay, let's do a couple of deep breaths in. Breathing in, reaching up, grow nice and tall. Gaze towards your fingertips and exhale as we started. And then last one. Deep breath in. And exhale. Bring those hands together and give yourselves a clap. And apologies. I don't know what happened there. It was all plugged in and it all died. Thanks for staying with me.
That was lovely.